Broadcast is copyright Polk County Christian School. Stop by our school at 2490 West Tower Drive in Bolivar, Missouri, and see what we're doing to provide a Christian education for children in our area. All rights reserved.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's final game at the 417 Athletics, Mount Vernon, Missouri. We're lining up to watch the PCCS Lady Knights varsity against the LCC Navy team, Chargers. The roster for the varsity Polk County Christian School Lady Knights in jersey number order: number 3, Hannah Hale, 8th grader; number 8, Natalie Presley, 11th grader; number 9, Aaliyah Presley, 9th grader; number 10, Nora Everson, 9th grader; number 13, Ariana Larimer, 11th grader; number 15, Peyton Gray, 7th grader; number 16, Lenny Rust, 8th grader; number 19, Caitlin Sandage, 9th grader; and number 21, Destiny Larimer, 11th grader. That'll round out the roster for the varsity squad. I don't have a roster for the Chargers. While we're getting ready for the game to start, I'd like to say, on behalf of our school board, teachers, and all who have invested time, effort, finances, and prayers, we at Polk County Christian School appreciate the opportunity to have a part in establishing a foundation in the lives of our students through Christian education. Polk County Christian School glorifies God through excellence as a Christ-centered educational environment that emphasizes servant leadership with a biblical worldview. And as always, PCCS athletes, spectators, and families strive to set a Christian example at all times. You can find PCCS on the web at polkcountychristianschool.org and on Facebook at facebook.com/Polk County Christian School, or on YouTube at youtube.com/@PCCS. And a direct link to our live broadcasts is youtube.com/@PCCS/live. If you go to that page, you'll be taken straight to any live broadcast that's currently in progress. If there's not one in progress, you'll be taken to our page where all of our live broadcasts will show up as soon as they start. If you choose to click on subscribe to our channel while you're looking at one of our broadcasts, you'll show some love for PCCS and what we do on YouTube, showing sporting events, but also chapel events and other major school events. But you could also get an opportunity to click on a bell icon, and if you click subscribe and that bell icon, you'll get a notification whenever we go live with a broadcast, or if we upload a broadcast that wasn't live streamed but was recorded and is uploaded later for viewing. Upcoming events on Monday, September 8th, Junior High has a game at Avila. And after that, Saturday the 13th, all three teams, middle school, junior varsity, and varsity, will each have a game at the Chargers in Springfield. Actually, I think that's in Republic. And then on Monday the 15th, Lady Knights varsity will host, actually all three teams, hosting Buffalo Homeschool, and that's at Bolivar First Assembly in Springfield. And I am not sure which of those games, if any of those, will be able to be live streamed. I'm going to suspect that the Bolivar First Assembly will not be live streamed. I don't believe we've got access to Wi-Fi at that location. And I'm not sure about Avila. And then on Tuesday the 16th, we will have varsity, I think it's all three teams, at Riverview Christian School in Forsyth. All right, and real quick, let's review some of our sponsors for Polk County Christian School. I'd like to show our appreciation for our bronze sponsors, All Creatures Animal Clinic, Bank of Missouri, Bolivar Ready Mix, Creator Designs and Creator Lights, Garrettson's Trash Service, and Hubbard Realty. As well as our silver sponsors, Douglas Hahn and Heidemann, PC, Etch Salon, First Baptist Church, Hogan Farms, Motor Monkeys, Oakstar Bank, Parton Real Estate, Pitts Chapel, Polk County Crop Services, State Farm Insurance, Bryant Chastain, Agent, State Farm Insurance, Gianna Andrews, Agent. Bill Roberts Chevrolet is our gold sponsor, along with Edward Jones, Mid-Missouri Bank, Shelter Insurance, Craig Lehman, Agent. Stewart's Custom Designs and Wildman Plumbing rounds out the remainder of our gold level sponsors. And our highest level of sponsor is Platinum, and that is KYOO AM/FM in Bolivar, Need More Vacations, Shell and Hammer Construction, and Womack Monuments. And everybody at PCCS greatly appreciates all of our sponsors, regardless of your level, not just our sponsors, but also the volunteers and everyone else who helps at PCCS to make our mission a success. And if you're watching at home on PCCS TV, we appreciate you watching. Understand we've got some visitors who've been watching all evening. Jordan, I hear, has been watching, and I saw a picture of Jordan watching from the comfort of his home, supporting the team from afar, and that's appreciated. Not just Jordan, but his sister and all his other family and any other family members that are able to watch from home, whether it's live or watching later on a replay. We appreciate everybody supporting these players. As a Christ-based learning facility, Polk County Christian School strives to be representative of attributes that will glorify God and prepare your child for academic success. Come see us on Tower Drive in Bolivar and see how we can help your student. We appreciate our volunteers helping out with this game tonight, including Anna Everson, I believe, as a line judge. Well, I'm not sure who's going to line judge. We'll see when the game starts. But we do have Deb Everson and Heather Hale at the score table. And there's Anna Everson at the score table also. She may be getting ready to line judge. And Coach Brian Gray is assisting with the scoreboard. In fact, he is the one responsible for updating the score on the online scoreboard that just appeared at the bottom of your screen. That's courtesy of Brian Gray, keeping that current. Oftentimes we can't see the scoreboard that's across the court from us at the scorer's table. You'll see currently it says 2 zeros in orange, but we can't see that reliably, so we've got one on screen that we're running, and that's being updated courtesy of Coach Brian Gray. And also Coach Vanessa Gray is the head coach, and she's assisted by Coach Jill Cribbs, who may be off assisting with the junior varsity team. And the players are making the circuit across the center court line, greeting each other, showing some great sportsmanship, and the ref as well. And it looks like we've got about time to start a game. Anna Everson is going to be our line judge on the near corner, and the Chargers have provided a guest line judge on their far corner. And the Chargers are going to serve first. Number 13 for the Chargers. 0 serving 0. The serve is up, and it is now 1 serving 0. Lady Knights take the lead right off the bat. Serve is up from Ariana Larimer, and Knights Chargers return it. Natalie sending it back across, and found a hole in the court. 1 serving 1. Chargers number 28 serving. Peyton Gray returning to Ariana. Ariana sending it across, and Chargers bringing it back over to Destiny. Destiny up to Ariana. Ariana over to Caitlin Sandage for a good return. And Chargers going to bring it back across to Ariana. Ariana up to Peyton. Peyton over to Caitlin. Caitlin back over to the Chargers. Chargers bringing it across to Ariana again. One-handed over to Caitlin. And no good. Good effort on Caitlin's part. Nice dive trying to get that. And 28 back up with a serve again for the Chargers. And Caitlin under it to Ariana. Ariana to Peyton. Peyton across. The Chargers attempted a block but couldn't quite get it. So it is now 2 serving 2. And Knights are going to side out. Hannah Hale is coming in for the Knights. Natalie Presley is going to take a break. Hannah's going to serve for the Knights. And serve is up. It's good. And Chargers are under it. And second hit. Here goes the third. And it's into the net. Point for the Lady Knights. 3-2. And serve is up. Another good serve to the far corner. Second hit. Light hit. They couldn't quite get it over the net. So another point for the Knights. 4 serving 2. Serve is up. Chargers under that one. And they're sending it across. A gentle hit. And Ariana one-handed got it over to Caitlin. Caitlin was able to save it. And we got it across, but the Chargers sent it back, and they were able to score. So it is now 3 serving 4. Number 10 for the Chargers. Moving back to serve. Serves up. Jump serve was good. And that was Hannah Hale to Ariana. Ariana over. And Chargers bumping it across, and it was in. So it's a point for the Chargers. 4 serving 4. 10 back to serve again. And serves into the net. Point for the Lady Knights. 5 serving 4. Caitlin Sandage back to serve for the Lady Knights. serves up. And a good serve for Caitlin. And Chargers lose control onto the back wall. Point for the Lady Knights. 6 serving 4. And timeout. Not sure who the timeout was on. Might have been on the Chargers. Knights are back on the court. Caitlin Sandage back at the serving line. Chargers are out on the court. And the ref's giving the signal. Serve is up. And it's good. What a great serve for Caitlin again. And Chargers send it to the backcourt. Hand it to Caitlin. Caitlin to Ariana. Ariana over to the Chargers. Chargers sending it back across. And it's to Hannah. Hannah to Ariana. Ariana to Destiny. Destiny over to the Chargers and just outside the backcourt. Point for the Chargers. 5 serving 6. Number 3 back to serve for the Chargers. And the serve is up, and that's a point for the Chargers. They found a hole. Number 3, her name says Brett on the back of her shirt. And serves up over to Hannah. Hannah to Caitlin. Caitlin bringing it up front to Ariana. Ariana back across to the Chargers. Chargers setting it up and tried for a kill shot, but it was into the net. 7 serving 6. Folks, if memory serves me correctly, I think the Knights have either been in the lead or tied so far this entire match. Hopefully they can keep that up. Peyton Gray with a beautiful serve. Chargers back to Peyton. Peyton to Destiny, to Ariana. Ariana to Destiny, and over to the Chargers. Now it's back over to Peyton again, up to Ariana again, and over to Aaliyah. Good teamwork for the Lady Knights, and resulting in a point. Score is 8 serving 6. Peyton Gray back to serve again. And a great serve for Peyton. Chargers under it. They're sending it back across to Ariana. Ariana to Peyton. Peyton to Ariana and back across. And Chargers trying for a kill shot. Oh, what a beautiful tip. Great plays. These Lady Knights have absolutely come together as a team to play tonight. Chargers are doing well, but this is one of the better games I've seen for the Lady Knights this year. Peyton's serve is up again, and the Chargers get it across. Peyton over to Destiny. Destiny to Aaliyah, and the Chargers blocked it. Point for the Chargers. 7 serving 9. 95 for the Chargers. Back to serve. Serve is up. It's into the backcourt for Hannah. Hannah to Peyton. Peyton to Ariana, and Ariana puts it across. And the Chargers sending it back to Peyton. And it was into the net. 95. Whitaker's going to serve again for the Chargers. Serve is up. It's into the backcourt. Hannah's under it. Up front to Peyton. Peyton over to Aaliyah. Aaliyah into a hole in the court, but the Chargers get it. And they're sending it back. It's over to Hannah. Hannah up to Peyton. Peyton to Ariana. Ariana back over to the Chargers. Chargers setting it up, and they're doing a kill shot, and it was out. Line judge says out of bounds, so that's a point for the Lady Knights. 10 serving 8. And the Lady Knights are going to side out. Lenny Rust coming in for Aaliyah Presley. Lenny Rust, number 16, moving back to the serving line. She likes to serve from the near corner. Serve is up and almost over the net. That's too bad. Lenny's got a pretty good serve. That was just off for her. Marshall, number 6, moving back to the serving line for the Chargers. This is 9 serving 10. And serve is just over the net. Destiny sends it across. They tip it back over, but Knights send it back. Chargers sending it over to Hannah. Hannah to Peyton. Peyton up front to Ariana, but the Chargers ended up tipping it just down from the net, and they were able to almost spike it. So that's a point for the Chargers. Number 6 back again. It's 10 serving 10. Serves up. Hannah over to nobody. Not sure what happened there. All right. And number 6 back to serve again. It's 11 serving 10. It's the Chargers' first lead this game. Serves into the backcourt. Lenny up front to Peyton. Peyton to Destiny. No, that was Ariana. Ariana setting it across. And Chargers can't capitalize on it. Good point for the Lady Knights. 11 serving 11. Looks like Destiny Larimer moving back to serve. She's going to serve from the near side. Serves up, and it's over. It's good. And she found a spot. I bet she liked that spot. She's probably going to try that again. Serves up, and it's into the net. So it's now 12 serving 12. We got Graham, number 13, moving back for the Chargers to serve. And serves up. It's to Ariana. Ariana up to Peyton. Peyton to Natalie. Natalie across for the Lady Knights. And I think the call was there was a lift. Ref is saying there was a lift. We're going to go with that. Point for the Chargers, 13 serving 12. Graham is up to the serve. That was Destiny up to Peyton. Peyton to Ariana, but it was into the net. So it's 14 serving 12. Serve is up. It's back to Ariana. Sets it up for Peyton. Peyton up to Ariana. Ariana back to the Chargers. Chargers bringing it forward and tried to just gently send it across, but they couldn't do it. So it is now 13 serving 14. Ariana's moving back to serve. She had a fabulous strings of serves in a previous game. And serve is up. Another beautiful serve for her. And Chargers trying for a kill shot. Back to Lenny. Lenny to Peyton. Ariana's going to send the third bump across to the Chargers. Chargers working it forward, and they're going to send it over, and they found a spot. They were able to score. So it is 14 serving 13. Nope, 15 serving 13. Serve is up and into the net. Point for the Lady Knights. 14 serving 15. Hannah Hale's going to side out. Natalie Presley going to take a breather. Hannah's going to come in and serve for the Lady Knights. And there's Hannah's serve. It's up. It's good. And the Chargers send it back to Caitlin. Caitlin over to the Chargers. And the Chargers trying for a kill shot. And they found a hole. Point for the Chargers. Number 10 moving back to serve again for the Chargers. Nope. Looks like they're going to side out. I think they've got a libero. Number 29 for the Chargers. Center court went to Lenny. Lenny to Ariana. Ariana to Lenny and back over to the Chargers. They're setting it up. And try to kill shot. Beautiful block by Caitlin Sandage. Ariana setting it up again. Caitlin tipping it gently across to the Chargers. Chargers sending it back. Hannah's going to set it up. Ariana's going to bring it forward. Peyton Gray with a great shot. And it tips just across the net. Caitlin Sandage with a beautiful block at the net. Met the Chargers and was able to score. Point for the Lady Knights. That was a great play. Caitlin's going to take advantage of that and move back to the serving line. Score is 15 serving 16. Well, the scoreboard at the score table says 17. Let's see. All right, Caitlin Sandage, serve is up. Chargers are struggling, and they get it across. Caitlin's under it, and up to Ariana. Ariana to Aaliyah. We couldn't quite get it. Score table says, yep. Knights scored a point. Apparently there's some discussion about whether or not the scorer's table has the correct score. And Peyton Gray serving. And a kill shot back to Sandage. Sandage is able to save it. And the Knights get it across, but the Chargers bring it back. Sandage to Gray. Gray to Destiny. Destiny, too much oomph on it, and it's out of bounds. Sandage under the serve from the Chargers. It's back across to the Chargers, and they're sending it across. Gray gets under it, and Aaliyah Presley. Yep, that's what I thought. Aaliyah had 2 hits. Well, Coach Gray is going to step across the court and confer with the scorer's table, I believe. His score has one thing, and the scorer's table has something else. So we're going to try and figure it out and get everything matched up. I think he's checking with his score sheet. Scorer's table says Chargers have 20, and I can't see how much it says the Lady Knights have. And serves up. Ariana sending it across, and the Chargers block that. Good effort for the Lady Knights. All right, Chargers have 21. And serves up. Back to Ariana in the back row. Ariana to Peyton. Peyton over to Hannah. Hannah across to the Chargers. And Chargers setting it up, and they're going to send it to the back row. Hannah up front to Peyton. Peyton to Ariana. Ariana across. Found a hole on the Chargers court. And it's now... I can't tell what the Lady Knights score is, folks. Chargers score says 21 on the scorer's table. Coach Gray is conferring with the scorekeepers. Let's see what the official score sheet says. And it looks like the official score may be 21-17. So it'll be 17 serving 21. Lenny Rust up to serve, and it's into the net. Chargers serve. Marshall, number 6, moving back to serve for the Chargers. 22 serving 17. Serve is up, and it's into the back row. Rust over to Sandage. Sandage up front to Destiny. Destiny up high to the Chargers. Chargers setting up a shot, and they're going to send it back. And Lenny gets under it up to Peyton. Peyton over to Hannah. Hannah across to the Chargers. Chargers setting it up for another shot, and they send it back to Lenny again. Lenny up to Hannah. Hannah over to Ariana. Ariana back to the Chargers. Chargers come back across, and Peyton with a fabulous dive to save that. Gets it across. Back over to Lenny. Lenny to Peyton. Peyton to Hannah. Hannah across to the Chargers. What a beautiful volley. This is going great for both teams. Peyton sending it back to the Chargers and found a hole, folks. Great aim for Peyton. What a great shot. Love to see that. Lady Knights did a fabulous job on that volley. The Chargers did as well. They both did a great job. All right, Destiny Larimer, number 21, moving back to serve for the Lady Knights, 18 serving 22. Serve is up, and a good shot. It's across. Powerful serve. Got a good bump on it, and they sent it back pretty hard, and Lenny went for it, and it was out of bounds. Chargers serve, 23 serving 18. Number 13 moving back for the Chargers. Serves up. Destiny under it. Back across to the Chargers. They're going to set it up for a kill shot. And back to Lenny. And that was a kill shot. Timeout on the Lady Knights. They're going to take a breather. Score is 24 serving 18. Chargers serve. This will be match point in the first of 3 matches. Well, I did just see the official scorekeeper's scoreboard on the scorer's table, and it matches what we've got here. I'm sure we'll review this later and see if the score is actually accurate or not. I'll be honest, I couldn't do what Coach Gray's doing. He's keeping 2 scores, one for Game Changer and one for our live stream, and I would get lost trying to do that. So we appreciate everything he's doing. Number 13, serve is up from the Chargers over to Ariana, and a little high on the arms. She couldn't get enough oomph behind that, so that's a point for the Chargers. First match goes to the Chargers, 25-18. Audience is winding down. This is the last game of the night. Looks like the Chargers have some spectators, and the Lady Knights have a few spectators. Looks like Sandages, Eversons, Dusty, and Ginger, and the Grays, and then there's a few other people. Exciting night of volleyball here in Mount Vernon, Missouri at 417 Athletics. Enjoying it. Appreciate you joining us, all of our spectators at home that are watching. So we're about to start the second match. Lady Knights coming back out onto the court. Ariana Larimer's going to take the serve for the Lady Knights. Serves up. And Chargers not able to capitalize on that, so that's a point for the Lady Knights. One serving 0. Serve is up. Another beautiful serve. Chargers get under this one and into the net. Caitlin Sandage was there for the block, but she wasn't needed. Ariana's going back for a third serve. Serve is up. And Chargers trying to salvage it. They couldn't get it. So it's now well, I thought it'd be 4 serving 0. Serve is up, and it's good. Chargers are under it. And over to Caitlin. Caitlin to Ariana. Ariana back to Caitlin. Caitlin into the backcourt. And Chargers trying for a kill shot. And we tipped it. Destiny Larimer got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. So that's going to be a point for the Chargers. And it's 1 serving 3. Serves up. Lenny Russ to Natalie. Natalie to Caitlin. Caitlin to the Chargers. And Chargers send it to the backcourt. Lenny up to Natalie. Natalie to Ariana. Ariana calling it. And she gets it over to the Chargers. Chargers setting it up. And they're going to send it across. I'm not sure whose that was. It looked to me like it was on the floor before we touched it. We'll see what the ref called. Yep, I believe the ref agreed. Okay. Hannah Hale back to serve for the Lady Knights. And the serve is up. Chargers get the ball, and they're setting it up for a shot. Send it back to Destiny. Destiny wide to Ariana. Ariana to Caitlin. Caitlin over to the Chargers. Chargers setting it up, and back. Destiny couldn't quite get under it, so that's a point for the Chargers. 2 serving 4. And that was into the net, so that's a point for the Lady Knights. 5 serving 2. Caitlin Sandage moving back to serve for the Knights. Serves up, and a beautiful serve from Caitlin. And Chargers unable to bring it back, so that's a point for the Knights. Caitlin Sandage, serve is up. That one's into the net. That's not like her. All right, so it is now 3 serving 6. Takashi moving back. Nope. Looks like they're bringing in a sub. 29 for the Chargers up to serve. And serve is up. It's to Hannah. Hannah over to Ariana. Ariana to Peyton. Peyton with a gentle tip across. And the Chargers lost it. Point for the Lady Knights. 7 serving 3. Peyton Gray serving for the Lady Knights. And serve is up. A beautiful serve. Chargers tipping it to the middle of the court, and they get a point out of it. So it is now 4 serving 7. And number 3 sends it over to Ariana. Ariana up to Peyton. Peyton to Ariana, and slam across, and Chargers couldn't block it, but they send it back, and that was Hannah Hale with a dive and one-handed return to the Chargers, and the Chargers send it right back to midcourt and find an empty hole. Both these teams have absolutely showed up to play tonight. Number 3 back to serve again. And serve is up. Hannah Hale coming forward to get it, and it's out of bounds. 6 serving 7. And serve is up. Hannah Hale gets it up to Peyton. Peyton to Ariana, and Ariana spikes it across. Chargers sending it back over, and Caitlin Sandinge under it to Hannah. Hannah over to Peyton. Peyton back across to the Chargers. They're going to work it forward, sending it over, and Peyton tipped it, and it was out of bounds. So it's the Chargers' point. Tie game, 7-all. Number 3 back to serve again for the Chargers. Serve is up and just across the net. She floated that across and found a hole right across the net. And timeout, probably for the Lady Knights. I missed who called it. Score is 8 serving 7 when we come back from the timeout. It'll be the Chargers serve again. Lady Knights are back on the court. Number 3 back to serve. 8 serving 7. Serve is up. Into the back to Hannah. Hannah to Peyton. Peyton over to Aaliyah. Aaliyah across. Great teamwork for the Knights. And the Chargers tipping it back. Peyton with a great save. Diving to get it. And a point for the Lady Knights. A great play by Peyton Gray. All right, Lady Knights are going to side out. Lenny Rust coming in for Aaliyah Presley. Lenny's going to move back to serve. 8 serving 8. Serve is up and no good. 9 serving 8. Chargers get the ball. Whitaker, number 95, moving back to serve again for the Chargers. Serving from center court. Serves up and under the net. So Destiny Larimer's going to move back and serve for the Lady Knights. 9 serving 9. Serve is up and it's good. Into the backcourt and high on the arms. They just hit her in the chest and she couldn't get enough behind it. I get that. It happens. So it's 10 serving 9. Lady Knights in the lead by 1. Destiny back to serve. And serves up, but no good. It's off the pole. So it's 10 serving 10. Chargers serve. Marshall moving back to serve. Number 6. Serves up, and Natalie gets under it. Over to Peyton. Peyton to Sandage. Sandage across, and the Chargers going to send it back. Peyton gets under it and tries to save it, but can't get it up high enough. 11 serving 10. Good effort, Lady Knights. Chargers, number 6, serve is up. And right between a couple of Lady Knights. Number 6 back to serve again. And serves up. Back to the back row. Lenny sends it up to Ariana. Nope, that was Peyton. Peyton to Ariana. Ariana across to the Chargers. Chargers setting it up. And back to the back. It's another tip, and it's out of bounds. Point for the Chargers. 12 serving 10. And serve is up. Back to Ariana. Ariana to Peyton. Peyton to Ariana and across. Chargers tried to block it but couldn't quite do it. And Natalie with a lift trying to save that block. Good effort on Natalie's part. Number 6 with the Chargers, serving 14, serving 10. Over to Ariana. Ariana up to Peyton. Peyton to Sandage. Sandage across, and she found a hole in the court. Good move for Sandage. Ariana back to serve for the Knights. 11 serving 14. If she could get a streak like she had in her first game tonight, she could pull it off with this round of serving right here. All right, Chargers into the net, so that's a point. 12 serving 14. Serves up, and it's a beautiful serve. Chargers are under it, though, and they're going to send it back across. It's over the net. Oh, good effort. .13 for the Chargers, sending it over to Peyton. And couldn't quite get to it in time. It is 16 serving 12. Serve is up. Peyton sends it right back across to him. Good shot for Peyton. Lady Knights are going to rotate. And side out. Hannah Hales coming in to serve for the Knights. 13 serving 16. Hannah Hales number 3. And serve is up. It's good. And the Chargers look like they weren't quite ready for that. Maybe the serve caught them off guard. 14 serving 16. Hale back to serve again. Serves up, and it's good. Right back to the same spot. They were ready that time. And a kill shot across to Hale. Hale up to Sandage. Sandage to Ariana, and it's into the net. That is going to be 17 serving 14. 28. I missed the last name on that jersey. 28 moving back to serve. Serve is up and into the net. Lady Knights are going to rotate side out. Aaliyah Presley coming in for Lenny Rust. And Caitlin Sandage back to serve. Serves up, and a beautiful serve right in the middle of the court. It's like she knew there'd be a hole there and put the ball right in it. 15 serving 17. Serve is up, and another beautiful serve. And Chargers are under it, and nearly blocked it, but she was a hair too far off the net, so it came down on our side. Good effort by Aaliyah Presley. It's 18 serving 16. Chargers bringing in 29 again. Serves up, and it's back to Peyton. Peyton up to Ariana, who sends it across. And the Chargers back to Hannah. Hannah over to Peyton. Peyton to Destiny and across to the Chargers. And they're setting it up for a shot. And they send it to the backcourt. Sandage under it. Ariana Ariana to Aaliyah, and Aaliyah brings it across to the Chargers, who tip it over to Hale, and she's able to dive and save it. Good play from the Lady Knights. Peyton Gray's going to rotate back to serve. It's 17 serving 18. This has been a close game. Love to see this. Peyton Gray, serve is up. Beautiful serve. Chargers bring it across. Peyton's up there to get it. Over to Aaliyah. Aaliyah to Caitlin. Caitlin over to the Chargers. Chargers sending it back over to Peyton. Peyton up front to Ariana. Ariana to Destiny. Destiny gets it across. And the Chargers back to Hale. Hale to Peyton. Peyton to Ariana. Ariana just outside. Great play for the Lady Knights, but not quite what we needed. Good effort, though. It is 19 serving 17. Number 3's back to serve for the Chargers. Serve is up. It's over to Hale. Hale up to Peyton. Peyton to Ariana. Ariana sends it across. And Chargers setting it up. And they send it over. Hale again with another save, but Ariana can't get it over the net. It went under. And timeout on the Lady Knights. Score is 20-17. Chargers serving. Lady Knights back on the court. Chargers assuming their position. Number 3 back to serve. Ref giving the signal, and serve is up. It's back to Ariana. Ariana up to Peyton. Peyton sets it up for Ariana, who sends it across, and Chargers bring it back. Destiny sends it back over to the Chargers. Chargers setting it up for a play, and they send it over. And I can't tell if that was Sandage or Hale, but Ariana's going to get it back over to him. And now it's back to Hale. Hale to Peyton. Peyton to Ariana. Ariana sends it across again. Chargers tried to block it, but no success on that. And they give it back to Hale. Hale to Peyton. Peyton to Aaliyah. Aaliyah gets it over. And the Chargers bringing it back over. Peyton with a great play. And the Chargers trying to get it across. They get it over. Hale's going to slow it up. Gives it to Peyton. Peyton to Destiny. Destiny back to the backcourt for the Chargers. And they dump it over to Peyton. Peyton again with another beautiful play. And Chargers put it into the net. Point for the Knights. It is 18 serving 20. Aaliyah Presley moving back to serve. And a great serve for Aaliyah. And Chargers setting it up. Oh, tried to do a kill shot and put it into the net. Aaliyah Presley, good for a point. 19 serving 20. Aaliyah's back for the serve. And another good serve for Aaliyah. And Chargers bringing it back across. Hale over to Peyton. Peyton up to Destiny. Destiny over to the Chargers. Chargers setting it up. Making another play, and they're bringing it across. Aaliyah, good from the back row, up to Peyton. Peyton to Ariana. Ariana into the back with a power hit. And Chargers setting it back across to Peyton. Peyton up to Ariana, who's going to send it across. Chargers trying to make a move. And there's Ariana to block that. And what a beautiful play. Wow. Love that. And it is 20-20. When we come back from a timeout, it'll be Lady Knights serve, tie game. This is 2 of 2. Chargers won the first match. This one's up in the air. Lady Knights back on the court. Aaliyah Presley's moving back to serve again. That's her brother Jordan that's watching from home. Jordan and his older sister Milena. All right, Aaliyah's going to serve. And there it is, another good serve for Aaliyah. And Chargers setting it up. And they're trying to spike it. They did. Okay, back to the back row. Oh, that was Peyton one-handed. It's out of bounds, so it's a point for the Chargers. 21 serving 20. What a great set of serves by Aaliyah. Lenny Rust coming in for Aaliyah Presley. And number 95 for the Chargers. Serve is up. It's into the net. That's a point for the Lady Knights, so it's 21 all. Tie game again. Destiny Larimer moving back to serve. Serve is up and no good. Number 6, Marshall for the Chargers, moving back to serve. Serve is up. It's good. Back to Destiny. She puts it up to Peyton. Peyton to Sandage. Sandage gently across the net. And she's there to block it from the Chargers, but it goes over to Ariana. Ariana back over to the Chargers. Chargers bring it back to Peyton. Peyton to Ariana. Ariana over to Sandage. Sandage across. And Chargers setting up a move. They put it, Peyton tried to block it. I'm sorry, Caitlin tried to block it. She was in the air when they put it behind her. That was good IQ for Chargers there. Serve is up. It's back to Lenny Rust. Lenny to Ariana. Ariana over to the Chargers. And they're sending it across. Gray up to Peyton. Sandage, sorry. Sandage over to Ariana. Now it's back to Gray. Sandage to Ariana. Ariana gets it across. And I think the ref says Ariana got into the net. I'm not sure, but I believe that's what that call was. So the score is 24 to 21. Match point. Number 6 back to serve for the Chargers. Serve is up. That's Destiny under it. Over to Peyton. Peyton to Ariana. Ariana over to the Chargers. And the Chargers trying to keep the ball alive. They get it over. And it's back to Ariana. She sends it over. And they lose it. They tip it out. So it's a point for the Lady Knights. 22 serving 24. Ariana moving back to serve. Lady Knights are still absolutely in this game. Ariana with a great serve. Chargers sending it back. Peyton right back to the Chargers. And the Chargers trying to keep the ball alive. And Sandage with a beautiful block. Ariana with a tip to Sandage. Sandage over. And Peyton gets the ball. Ariana gets it from Peyton over to Sandage. Sandage back to the Chargers. Chargers trying to set it up for a play. And they're going to bring it over to Peyton. Peyton to Sandage. Back over to the Chargers. And they're tipping it gently across. And point for the Lady Knights. Wow, great play for the Lady Knights. 23 serving 14. Ariana back to serve again. Serves up. And point. Ace for the Lady Knights. Ariana on top of that ace. 24 all. We are not at match point yet, ladies and gentlemen. Ariana back to serve. And Chargers are able to save it. And great effort for the Lady Knights, but not quite enough. Chargers. This would be match point, I believe, for the Chargers. 13 back to serve. And serve is up. Caitlin over to Ariana. Ariana back to the Chargers. Chargers setting it up for a play, and they make the play. Over to Ariana to Peyton. Peyton back to the Chargers. Chargers setting up another play, and they're going to bring it over. And that's a hard hit, and it was in. Folks, that's a match, I believe. That is a match. Chargers barely pulled that one out, but they got it fair and square. Great game on both sides of the net. Great sportsmanship, great plays. Hate to see that the Lady Knights lost that, but they played well. Very proud of them. All right, folks, thank you for joining us. As always, this broadcast is
copyright Polk County Christian School. Stop by our school at 2490 West Tower Drive in Bolivar, Missouri, and see what we're doing to provide a Christian education for children in our area. All rights reserved.
All right, folks, thanks for joining us. We appreciate your patronage. Thank you for watching PCCS TV.